are live and Poppy is joining us. Say hi, Tucky. Well, I don't know if you can see him with the logo of the channel. Well, hello, everyone. Okay, as I'm waiting for everyone to join in, and as I'm really in the mood of getting things on the paper, I'm already going to finish this one, which is what I was doing. I was waiting for the time to be right to go live. I just wanted to add a little bit more black here. Hello, everyone. How is everyone? How are you all doing? So yeah, I finally came around to finishing this spread, which is from a while back. I had the background ready since like forever. And it was time to do something with that. And I really love that background, so I didn't want to do too much with it. Okay, let's see if we can get this white marker to talk. So tonight is party night. After this live, Joe is in the hospital. Oh, Linda, what happened? Now you have me worried. Now my splatters are gonna look differently. They express the worry, and that's fine. That is just fine. What happened, Linda? He has a blockage. Okay, Linda, you will have to explain to us when we are in the Zoom. I'm gonna put this one aside so that it can dry. I'm gonna flip the camera. Again, hello. And now there's a dog chewing a bone behind me. So that's gonna make some noise. But no, your video is not stuck. I am stuck because I don't want to say the words, but I have to, right? I have to say the words. This is the last live prompt of 2023 for the 6th year of the A Layer a Day daily art channeling habit. And I even have to rephrase that. This is the last prompt period for this year of 2023. Yeah. That is why we are having a party hangout after this. So if you haven't joined the forum yet, you still can. We will be making the spread together for those who want to. Everyone who's on the forum can join. Hello, Sabina, long time no see. Good to have you here with us. Yeah, it's party time. We are going to have a final Zoom session for 2023, making the spread all together. And if you still want to join, well, join us on the forum. It's free. Just join us on the forum and then you can play along with us. But before that, I still have one last prompt, and I thought that I might get a head start on my spread and already make the background here together with you. I have a couple of things ready because I know what I want to do for this last one. Well, no, let's rephrase that. I don't know what I want to do. I know how I want to start my spread, and that is what I will be doing right here. So that when we start with the Zoom, those who join, well, they already know how to get started on their spread. Now, don't start grabbing your stuff so that you can already do it. Lotta, I can see you. No, I don't, but don't. Wait until later. But first of all, and I have to take my little sneaking paper, my little cheat paper so that I can read the numbers and everything. Drum roll, here we go. This is week 50 of the 6th year of the daily art channeling habit, A Layer a Day. Hello, Ruth, and we are on this final week for, well, it's starting today, December 16th until December 23rd. Well, you can actually take this challenge up until January 6th if you want to, because that is when we are starting up 2024, 7th year of the Daily Art Journaling Habit. But first of all, this final week, we are still on endings, on all things endings, and well, we have to do it, right? I mean, we've done it. I think we've done it every year, this period. I should have to look back, but I think that this is something that we have done every single year, and that is to have a look back. So this week's challenge is this year. What are you celebrating? What wins came to happen in the past year? And I'm not talking of huge wins like you won the big prize at the lottery. I'm talking about even the smallest. What a beautiful word. It's a combination of smallest and smile, the smallest. The smallest kind of win that you might have had in the past year, which can be that for the first time you managed to tie your shoelace without getting all worked up. Who knows? What are the wins that you are celebrating? But also, what are you still working on? What are you still processing? What are you still taking with you into the next year? Because it's not because we're starting a new year in our journal, in a calendar. It's not because it's a new number that January 1st, we're all gonna wake up new people. I know that many of us wish for that, like when we make those good resolutions, the new me is gonna be able to do all of that. It doesn't happen that way. We are already mature enough to know all of that, but that is what we have to take down into our journal. What is it that you're taking with you, that you are still in process with from 2023, and that you're taking with you in 2024? Well, I will go first. My first win of 2023 is that I finally, after 30 years of thinking about it, dreaming about it, having it somewhere in the very, 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 very back of my head, I started my studies of psychotherapy, a postgraduate of 4 years. Oh, look at me, I'm a freshman. So that is the win that I'm taking with me, because I signed up, I went through the procedure for this election, and I'm in. I started in September. It is also the thing that I'm taking along in 2024, because as I said, it's 4 years. So we're halfway year one, and I'm taking it with me in 2024. Of course, I'm very, very happy to do so. And I'm looking forward to whatever it has to teach us, throw at us, because believe me, it is throwing stuff at us. You go into process like big time, but it's good. I'm happy with it. So it's a win that I'm there, and it's a process that I'm taking along in 2024. I want to know what it is you're going to celebrate as a win, and what it is you're taking with you in 2024. If you want to, you can already share it now here in the comments. If you don't want to, fair enough. We'll talk about it in the live hangout right after this. And I'm going to start with my background. Now, of course, that was a smart thing to do, because what I did as we started isn't dry yet. Here we go. I finished up this little spread. I need juice for my heat gun, don't I? Let's plug it back in, because I pulled it out again. If you're hearing strange noises, first of all, it's my heat gun acting up, and second of all, it's my doggy dog right behind me. I don't know if you can see her, who has decided that my room is the best room to chew her toy bone thingy thing. Come on, Spot, dry. I have like this one very, very right there, very wet spot. It's taking its time to dry. This is hot. Gee. There we go. Okay, what I took out are these three, of course, my current favorites, the Distress Oxides. That is what I'm going to be using. Let's go. Yeah, I haven't finished this one yet. I'm put off by the colors. I think I'm going to alter those colors. But let's start here, and I need 2 of those things. So, oh, thank you for all the congratulations, sweet all. That is so nice. I'm taking it with me in my journal. Yep. So I took out my current favorite colors because that's a win too, to know what your favorite colors are. And I'm gonna start by wetting this down. I really want this wet, and this thing gives a lot of water, so I am drowning my journal. Okay, and I'm going to do, I could actually, let's be smart about this. My brain just had a kickstart. Let me grab, where is the, here it is. Instead of watering down some of that ink, why not just go for this? I can see that the video is buffering. I hope it's working all right for you all. And yeah, again, I'm watering it down, playing with a lot of water. Okay, I don't want everything to be blue already, so let's protect, like, there we go. And now a nice fat paintbrush. Working fine on my end. Ah, good. My brain was like, she's working on her spread already. No, she isn't. She just confirmed that everything is working all right. So what I want to do is just dab, 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 dab. I don't want you to run everywhere, ink. Don't. Oh my God, too much water. Oh, let's do it this way. Dab, dab, dab. So no, I don't want to spray. I don't want to wipe it. I want to dab, because today that is how I roll. And dab some more. I think I've been a little bit generous with all that ink and all that water. That's okay, because it means that now I can layer it. How to create texture without creating texture. I'm going to partially heat set this, not entirely, because first of all, that would take forever and I don't have that patience. And second of all, I don't want this to dry along because it's right next to the heat gun. And now that I have this done, I'm gonna dab away whatever is still wet. Add some more water here. And then go down again with a watered down version of what I just did. So this is way less saturated. Now this time my paper is dry. The first time it was wet, but this time I have way more water on my paintbrush. And again, dab, 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 dab. This is actually very fun to do. But I'm not done building up. I still want more buildup. And so now I can go into those areas that I think are too wide without having too much color building up, because, well, I'm basically dabbing with water here. There we go. And I immediately am going to lift off whatever ink is still on there because I want this to remain light. Now I still have that puddle of very dark ink and I still want to do something with that. So first I'm going to heat set this. And then I'm going to use that. But again, I'm going to spray some water. because I don't want whatever it is I'm going to do to just sit on the paper. So again, lots of water here. Good thing that that paper is so patient and forgiving with me. I'm not going to do this everywhere. I'm just going to do it randomly here and there. Now, the reason that I'm doing this with my finger is that my finger is picking up way less of that ink than my paintbrush would. And this allows me to have more control and at the same time way less control. Because I have no clue as to how much ink there is still left on my finger as I'm doing so. And at the same time, I know that it can be that much because, well, it's not like my finger is holding on to the ink like the paintbrush is. And I really want the corner to be the darkest. So there you go. Same thing up here. And as long as it's not set, of course, I can continue to pick it up and move it around on the paper. Okay, and this I'm going to heat set again. Well, it's going to give me a lot of texture without doing much. It's just the ink doing its thing. It's not dry yet, but I want this to be a little bit more like of a fade out and not like a just let us sit there. Voila. Okay, I still have all of this left on my table. I do not want to let it go to waste by mopping it just up. So I'm going to take these, which are just ATC kind of paper thingy things. And I have enough for 2, so I'm going to take 2 out and I'm going to ink those up. I really love how the ink reacts to that paper. Again, water. I don't want it to just sink in the paper. And now, yeah, you have sound effects and everything today. I don't know why that is, but today you get the sound effects of what the ink does. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to build it up. The only thing that I don't like about this technique is what it does to my fingers, because that blue ink has a tendency to want to hold on to the skin. So again, I'm going to heat set it and I'm going to repeat it so that I have like a nice build-up. I can't find those ATCs anymore. If they have something exactly like it. I don't know if they still have them. I mean, I've had mine for like a lifetime now. So I don't know if they make the exact same one. And I have to admit that I have been on the lookout for the same type of paper. And I haven't found it. Most papers, when they get really wet and you heat them up, they bulge, and this one doesn't for some reason. And my computer is telling me that it's 10 minutes to 8, which means that in 10 minutes we are starting the party hangouts. Okay, this time I'm going to wipe this away so that we can still get something else done than just this. Oh, my heart breaks. That beautiful ink disappearing in the fabric. Okay, in the meantime, this is almost dry. I'm not gonna lift this with my cloth because I do want to keep that intense blue there. Oh, computer, come on. I want to see the chat. We need to go on an ATC paper hunt. Well, maybe we could ride to Ranger and tell them either you give us back the same ATC paper or you tell us where you got it. Because they don't make it themselves. Shh, I didn't say that. I took out a whole bunch of stamps because I had no idea what I wanted to stamp with. All I know is the colors that I want to stamp with. And I'm going to start with this one. So this is the wave stamps from the FP021. Plum, plum, plum. Where is the ride? I have no idea where it is. I'm going to use this one. It's a little bit big, but so be it. I'm going to go in with Vintage Photo, and you know how I like to make it look like rust bleeding on the paper. So I ink up my stamp. I spray some water away from the camera. I don't want my tech to get wet. And now and it's too much fun not to repeat, so here we go again. Inking up and then spraying some water. And it literally looks like rust is bleeding on the paper. Well, bleeding sounds like not so good word, but you know what I mean. And it does look. Yes! Ho, 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 ho. More. My brain is like, more, we want more. Now, I'm not gonna do, what I would normally do is now go on this side. But if I do that, I basically covered up the light side on this side of the spread. If I do the same thing here, I will be losing that entire gradient of dark, and then light in the middle. So instead of going there, what I would normally do, now I'm going to continue on this side. And I'm just going to keep it more to the edge of the paper and less upwards. And there's a whole blotch of water here, so I'm gonna take that away because I don't want it to run further into the stamped image. we go. Yes. It needs a little bit more in the other direction here. So it's the ink being activated by the water on the stamp, but also on the paper because the blue ink is reacting just as well. I have too many horizontal lines here. I want the vertical as well. Ooh, that's a lot of water. Woohoo! Okay, because I have a lot of water here and I don't have anything left that is actually visible except for that blotch of whatever. This time I'm gonna ink up and I'm just gonna stamp like that. And because there's a lot of water there already, that's gonna activate the ink just as fine. And I actually could do the same thing here. Voila. Walk away from the stamp. Because this is so much fun to do that I could actually cover the entire spread, but let's not do that, right? Okay, I'm gonna stop this here because I still want to have something left to do during the party hangout. So let's flip the camera. If you're not on the forum yet, you still have a couple of minutes to join in, and you will find the link to the Zoom session in the general discussion. And we are going now over there for a live Zoom session, making the Alayer Day together, which is all about this year. What are your wins? What are you still working on? What are you taking along in 2024? And I will be seeing you on the other side, either on the forum or in 2024 for a new Alayer Day. Thank you so much for being with me here. Woohoo! I promise you, besides tea, I am not drinking. It's only tea. Thank you so much for being here with me. Don't forget to put down Alayer Day in a mindful way, and happy celebrations. Butterfly kisses.